All I'm going to say right now is Cisco is one of the coolest characters, period. Hey everybody, this is David, and today I am going to be talking about The Flash, episode 19, Who is Harrison Wells? And yes, another really fun episode today, and let me get into what I thought about it. First, we have the beginning where everybody is just having a good time, including, Eddie and Cisco and Caitlin and Joe and Barry. They're having a pizza party. Why not, right? They deserve a little bit of fun once in a while. But Caitlin, she doesn't like this whole getup that everybody wants to investigate Harrison Wells. And, does she have the right to? Yeah, she does, because in her, whole time with him, Harrison Wells has always been a friend to all of them, and I don't blame her in that sense, but obviously us as the audience, we know the real shit that's been going on. So we can't really blame Caitlin for really acting the way she has in this episode. But it's cool to see that she is faithful to Barry and that she will, help him out, and okay, just for you, Barry, I will, not talk to Harrison Wells about this. And it shows her loyalty, that she does have a good heart and that she is willing to help her friends. Even though Harrison Wells is a friend to her too. It is a complicated situation she's being put in, and I do see her point. And I thought her story in this episode was really good. I really liked it, seeing the complication that she had to be in. I really liked the shapeshifter in this episode. I didn't, sometimes the villain of the week can be a hit or miss. And in this episode, I thought it was pretty good. I had a feeling, judging from the preview from last week, I was going to hate this villain. I thought, oh my god, a shapeshifter. This is going to be so cliched and boring. And even though they did some of the things that other shows and movies have done with shapeshifters, it was still a lot of fun to see how they played around with it. Like, I really like that moment where the shapeshifter turned into Barry and had that awkward kiss with Caitlin, and Caitlin was like looking at the guy weirdly, and Harrison Wells figured it out that Barry was actually the shapeshifter in disguise, and a lot of fun, a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. I will admit though, I felt that when the shapeshifter turned into the Flash at the end, I was expecting maybe a little bit of a bigger fight, but I guess it's like what Barry said, that the shapeshifter wasn't as fast as him, because unlike the Flash, who has been learning throughout this entire season, the shapeshifter is all new to this, so probably doesn't know how to be as quick as Barry. So I let that slide. We also got Detective Lance and Laurel in this episode, having a small little role. I think Captain Lance had slight of a bigger role than Laurel. Laurel was here just to ask Cisco for a favor, and I really liked that little moment between them when Cisco was crushing hard on Laurel. I thought that was actually really funny and cute. I thought, you know what, Cisco, he can get along with any of the Arrow cast. I think the Arrow cast and the Flash cast really mesh well together, because so far every time someone from Arrow or the Flash have crossed over, it's always been a great time. And this was no exception. I actually really loved Laurel in this episode, even though her role was really small. And if you watch my Arrow reviews, that once in a while Laurel can have her hits and her misses with me. And in this episode, I really enjoyed her. I thought it was great seeing her in this episode, because maybe I really liked Cisco's crush on her, which really made it funny. And he invented something for her, so I wonder if that's going to show up tomorrow on Arrow. That's going to be interesting. Captain Lance, meanwhile, is helping Joe discover this mystery about Harrison Wells and his wife, who crashed in Starling City, 15 years ago, which we saw not too long ago in an episode. And we find out that the body that was buried was the real Harrison Wells' body. So that, is proof right there that they were looking for the entire time. That gives these Barry and his team proof that they needed that, okay, this guy who we've been dealing with all this time isn't even the real guy that he claims to be. So everything is starting to come together. We're starting to see it all come together, and it's really good. I really enjoy it. Overall, I am going to give this episode an 8 out of 10. I really thought it was enjoyable. Everything in the episode was fun. The shapeshifter surprised me. Laurel and Lance, interacting with the Flash cast was really a lot of fun. I knew that would kind of be fun, but I didn't know it was going to be as fun as it was. Especially, I like that Joe gave Lance some advice that, some of the audience, like myself, has been saying about Lance. Like, we think you're being too hard on your daughter, man. And I like that Joe kind of reminded him a little bit about family. And I hope that kind of bleeds over into Arrow tomorrow. I hope we see that, Lance starts to lighten up on Laurel. And maybe even the rest of Team Arrow. I don't know. It's going to be fun. But you know what? Something that I notice about both shows is that the writers and producers just seem to be really good at character development. And I hope really this sticks with Lance and Laurel for tomorrow and going forward to the rest of Arrow. So we'll just have to wait and see. And Flash hits another home run. I'm really enjoying this season. So far, almost every episode has been really enjoyable. And I think we have 4 more episodes left, guys. So this is going to be really good, especially with that little tease at the end. That tease, man, that's all that Barry needed. Everything is coming together, and it's going to be a really cool finale, especially with some of the news that I've read and pictures that I've seen and trailers that I've seen that's going to be happening. It's going to be a fun ride. So until next time, guys, take care.